Alright, so a little past 11 o'clock on Saturday. I definitely was going to be down here sooner. I know I keep saying that. I say it all the time. I know, it's all the time. I should have been down here sooner. I could have been down here sooner. But today, I had an excuse. I woke up. I went to bed and woke up with a horrible migraine. I was fighting it all evening last night. And, it's finally gone. I woke up, it's terrible. 7:30, 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. So, I'm good now. Today is week 14, day 6. It's the last workout day of the first week of the 3 to 10. And it's been pretty good so far. I was very happy with some of the increases that I did. Again, obviously, I didn't start off increasing like I was planning on. Like I did at the last segment switch when I went from 1 of 30 to 2 of 15. I bumped every exercise up 1 increment, either 2.5 pounds, 5 pounds, 10 pounds, whatever the increment was. This time, because in the last workout week, I had a low-grade fever. I wasn't feeling all that great, and I was pushing a little harder than I thought I was going to. For a 2 of 15 segment, I didn't bump the weight up on the first set like I was planning on. And only a couple of the exercises, I think only one in particular actually, I didn't take up by the second or third set. I know shoulder shrugs, I started at 45 and I kept 45 and did that twice. Do shoulder shrugs twice a week, so only exercise I do twice a week, and both times I kept it at 45 for all 3 sets. And again, I'm keeping it at 45 for next week. So, but I think all the other exercises went up at least 1 increment by the time we hit the 3rd set. And some of those also are going up again for next week. Not a lot, but that's a nice thing about having multiple sets. 3 sets, 4 sets, 5 sets is that you can make more adjustments during the exercise versus waiting till the next time. There's a lot of times where you can start pushing the exercise and realize halfway through it's not quite heavy enough, or depending on what you're doing, there's a lot of routines that are geared towards cats in the red box. A lot of the routines that are geared towards, they do like 3 sets, 4 sets, whatever the set number is, they have a range, a rep range. They'll tell you, they'll always tell you to do 8 to 12, 5 to 8, 12 to 15, 15 to 20, depending on the goal of the exercise, the goal of the routine. And they do that for a reason, obviously, because if 8 wasn't enough, 8 is enough. All you old people know what that is. 8 is enough. A TV show back in the late 70s, early 80s. No, for sure, early 80s. I think it was in the late 70s too. Anyway, if 8 isn't enough, you can do 9, 10, 11, 12. You can do a little more. My routine, although there is an occasion where I can't get that last rep out. Actually, I don't think I've had that. I think there was an occasion where I forgot. I messed up my count for some reason. I kind of zoned off doing like alternating or something, and I was off by like 1 or 2. And I realized that editing the video later. And I was like, okay, was I actually off? And I counted the reps as I was going. I was like, yeah, I was off by 1. But there was an occasion where I also zoned out and I started doing more, because I just did 7 weeks, six weeks of 2 of 15, so I'm sitting there, I'm like 9, 10, 11, oh shit, I'm supposed to stop at 10. And there's nothing wrong with that, doing 1 or 2 less, 1 or 2 more. But my routine is designed off of 30 reps per exercise for almost everything, other than abs. Abs at 30 reps per set. The rest of the work is 30 reps per exercise. And that's by design, which I've mentioned a few times. But anyway, the goal is to do those exercises to increase the weight as needed. So if you hit 10 and it wasn't enough on your first exercise, bump it up to the next set. And if you hit 10 again, like, yeah, I can do more, bump it up to the next one. You finish that one, like, yep, take it up again next week. So we're bumping up weight as needed as we go versus hitting the extra reps per set. You can do either or, whichever works better for you, whatever routine you're on. My routine is designed this certain way. I might when this routine is done, I might do something different. And just an example, the last 6 weeks of this series, my year-long series, is going to be a reverse pyramid, and it's going to be more do as many as you can per set. So we'll start off with like roughly 90% of our 1 rep max, which is going to be on calculations versus actually me finding out what my 1 rep max is. Basically, the first set's going to be 1 to 3 reps. So let's just say I put 200 pounds on the bench press, and I knock out, 2 reps. That's perfectly within my range. I move on to I drop my weight for my next set, to roughly 80%. So I'll do, I just drop the weight, let's say I just drop it down to 190, I do 3 to 5 reps, drop it down again, do 5 to 8 reps. But there is a minimum that I need to have per set. There's a maximum I need to have per set without taking it up. So let's just say for the first set I do 200 and I do 4. Okay. As soon as I can do 4, so let's say the first week I do 3, fine, I keep that set the same. So just like now, where I do my 3 sets, and I'm like, okay, I take it up, just like before, take it up, I take it up, I take it up, and I put a note for next week, I put a plus, take it up next week. This is going to be next week per set. So the first set, I do 200, I knock out 3, it stays the same for next week. I do 190 for the second set, I need to do a max of 5, I do 6. I will take the next set up to 195 for that 195 for the next week. Each set is going to transfer to the next week because each set is done differently. 1 of 3, 3 of 5, whatever it is. But if I say the next week I do my first set at 200, I knock out 4, that first set has to go up because I did more than my max reps for that set. I will continue to do them. If I can do 4, if I can do 5, if I can do 6 in that first set, I will continue until I can't do any more safely. Because again, I'm by myself, so anything that can crush me, like a skull crusher or a bench press or like the squats, anything that can cause me a lot of harm by going to failure without having a spotter, I'm going to go as close to failure as I think I safely can. As opposed to a barbell curl that I can't get up. I'm like, oh, okay, and I set it down. It's not a big deal. Versus something that's going to land on my chest and I can't get off. So in that instance, the last 6 weeks of my routine is not based off of 30. It's going to be based off of the weights and reps themselves. Yes. Other than that, so yeah. But anyway, this first week has gone pretty well. My intervals I didn't really think it was going to be as much calf work as I thought it was going to be. But then again, anything you do, any type of cardio you do standing in place, you're pretty much on your toes the whole time, as opposed to running or jogging, actually moving. We are going heel toe, heel toe, heel toe, heel toe. There's still push off on your toe, but when you're standing in place, running in place, it's pretty much on your toes. Anything you're doing, jumping jacks, you're on your toes. So I got a lot of soreness in my calves from doing those. So, and if you watched the video yesterday, watched my live stream yesterday, or if you're watching on YouTube and you see that video from yesterday, you notice that like when I'm doing a lot more of these, like the butt kicks or the Heisman moves, I'm more like, oh fuck, I can't get, couldn't get that extra push out, which is fine. It wasn't the point of exercising the legs. It's just a point of keeping moving. Yeah, that's right. To keep moving in between sets. That's the purpose of the intervals. Yeah. So again, I also stress while doing my intervals that you don't have to do the interval perfectly. And you don't even have to do the intervals that I'm doing. I'm switching them up just because. If you just want to run in place, jog in place every time, if you just want to do this in between your sets while you're resting your muscles before the next set, that's fine. Just do that. And honestly, if you don't want to do anything in between, that's up to you too. You don't have to do anything in between. The intervals are for me to add a little extra cardio, keep the heart rate up, keep the metabolism up, so I burn more fat during the workout. Because cardio burns fat while you're doing it. Well, muscle building, muscle training, weight training will burn calories, not burn fat, burn calories. You'll burn calories while you do cardio, but as soon as you're done, that extra calorie burn is done. But with weight training, your muscles are in a constant state of growth and repair, and anytime your body is fixing itself or building itself or growing itself, you burn calories. This is why kids going through a growth spurt are always hungry. They are burning a lot of calories growing. So it's the same concept with your muscles. You're growing your muscles, you're burning calories. So doing an hour-long cardio session is, I'm just going to shoot a number out there. You burn 300 calories. Again, that depends on you, your age, your metabolism, and how intense your cardio is as well. You could burn 500 calories, you could burn 100 calories. If you're just sitting here doing this, the whole time for your hour-long cardio, you're not going to burn a lot. If you're walking versus running versus jogging versus sprinting versus doing aerobics, it's all different. But let's just say you burn 300 calories for your cardio, that's all the additional, and that's all you do for the day, other than your normal routine. That is the only time you're going to burn the additional calories for that hour. The rest is going to be normal. But let's say you do an hour-long weight training session where you're actually doing some work. Let's say you burn 600 calories doing that just during the workout. Then the rest of your day, the calorie burning will be increased. So let's just say you burn 100 calories an hour, just normal. Again, I'm just rounding numbers out. I'm not an expert on calories, but on how much you burn per day or per hour, just doing normal stuff. So let's just say it's 100 calories an hour. So if you do an hour-long cardio, you burn 300 calories for that hour. The rest of the day, you burn 100 calories per hour. You do an hour-long weight training session, you burn 600 calories because you're pushing yourself, and then the rest of the day, you burn 150 calories an hour, or 200 calories an hour, because your muscles are repairing. So, again, my numbers are just random. I'm just picking numbers, just round numbers to make it easier to understand. I don't know exactly what that would be, but that is the concept of what happens, you know, when you do weight training. So. There's a video I watched. Sean put his name on there a while back in one of my videos. Sean, I can't say his last name. Not this guy. I don't like that guy. Actually, this is one of his videos. Sean Nalawanje. I butchering his name. I guarantee it. But this guy down here, not this doofus up here. This is the guy that went viral on TikTok, sounding like, you know, that really high-pitched voice.
It's amazing for cold tread. Not everyone. I don't like it. Itchy butthole.
I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. But he went viral on TikTok for being like sexist and misogynistic for some girl. Yeah, some real pretty girl, real strong, so she's gorgeous and sweet. Talking about some guy hitting on her at the gas station at 7 o'clock in the morning when she was trying to get her coffee or something. She goes, please don't try to hit on me. I'm just here to get my coffee. I'm not going to work. I don't want to deal with that stuff. She's like, and he's like, here you are shaming people for trying to, you know, make a move and try, you know, whatever. He was very, very misogynistic about it. I understand his point. I also understand her point. But anyway, the other guy, Sean something. It's, if anybody's watching, Nalewanyj. Sean, like Sean, Nalewanyj. Shorts on YouTube. He's got some good videos. And this isn't a new concept that I've learned off his video, but he made a good point about it, is that cardio is overrated for fat loss. Okay? It is. People think that you need to do cardio to lose fat. Cardio is 100%, and he made a point to say 100%, it's beneficial. It's good for you. He said, don't not do cardio. You should do cardio. It's very healthy to do cardio. It's cardiovascular. That's why it's called cardio. It's good for you, for your body, for your cardiovascular system to do exercises like that. He goes, but for fat loss, it's overrated, and that's because, you know, once you're done, it's done. Kind of want to play it. It's a short, so it's not very long. Obviously, it's only a minute. It's YouTube. Should have been like right there on this last one because I just saw.
I know this might piss some people off, but cardio is overrated. Now, before anyone gets outraged in the comments, I'm not saying that it's ineffective or that you shouldn't do it. Cardio provides a wide variety of physical and mental health benefits, and I do recommend that you include it during the week. However, when it comes specifically to the goal of fat loss, it's probably not doing quite what you think it's doing. A standard cardio session doesn't actually burn that many calories on its own, and your body also compensates for that increased expenditure to a certain extent by reducing how many calories you burn later on in the day through reductions in non-exercise activity thermogenesis. If you want to lean down as efficiently as possible, managing your diet is going to be by far the most important step. It's way simpler and easier to just shave a few calories off of your intake versus trying to actively burn that same amount through exercise. And since losing fat ultimately comes down to creating a calorie deficit, as long as you're getting in enough protein and meeting your overall nutritional needs, the end result will essentially be the same. Don't skip out on cardio. It is beneficial. However, for fat loss, it's usually best treated as a supplemental tool rather than being the main focus. I know this might piss some people.
Okay, so he said it 1,000 times better than I did, but and for you people on YouTube, I will make sure he's tagged in the description there, so you can find him easier. But yeah, I mean, obviously, diet is your main thing. You need a calorie deficit. Okay, now you can artificially create a calorie deficit by eating what you want to eat and then working out harder. That's like, what's the point of doing that? You know, why would you want to go just to enjoy that cheeseburger every day? Why would you want to eat all that crap or all that extra stuff and then have to do 1,000 times more work to burn it off? When you can just create the calorie, eat better, more sustaining, I don't know the right word, satiable, more filling food, okay? Like a salad's not going to be filling. It's like 30 calories, and you can eat like a 5-gallon bowl of fucking lettuce, and it's not going to fill you up. But you can eat a big thing of broccoli. It's like, yeah, I don't know, 60, 70 calories, and it'll fill your stomach. A chicken breast is very light in calories, but it'll fill you up. You know, 8-ounce chicken breast is like 250 calories, I don't know, 270 calories, somewhere around there, but it'll fill your fucking stomach. But that same 8 ounces of steak is like 500-600 calories and won't quite fill you up because it's not quite as dense as the chicken breast is. You know, at least in my opinion, as far as eating, I can eat a 16-ounce steak and be like, oh, that was good. What else can I eat? You know, but I eat a 8-ounce chicken breast, and I'm like trying to finish it. You know, and it's less calories. So. Yeah, like I said, calories not going to burn a lot, or cardio is not going to burn a lot of calories throughout the day. Weight training will burn more calories throughout the day because, again, you're growing. And again, the best thing for fat is the calorie deficit, to eat better and less. Then you're taking less than you're burning. So, yeah, that should be it. So, but anyway, the reason why I do the intervals is to utilize the time that I need to rest the muscles in between sets. So as opposed to just standing here, knowing me, I will start talking about something that nobody asked me to talk about because it popped in my head, and I will just talk, and then next thing I know, I'm wasting more time talking as opposed to getting back to my workout. So, one, I'm trying to keep myself from talking in between sets. Two, it helps to burn more calories because I'm doing more instead of standing around. So I'm getting that extra calorie burn while I'm doing it. So it's like I said, it still burns calories. It still does what it's supposed to do. It still works. What is the heaviest dumbbell I own? The heaviest dumbbell I own is 40 pounds. But I have 450 pounds of plate weights and I have dumbbell bars. So I could pretty much make a heavy, whatever will fit on the dumbbell if I want. So I have two 40-pounders there. And then I have a bunch of these bars, and I have like 450 pounds of plate weights. So whatever I can fit onto there, I can make what I need. Even though I prefer to just have the dumbbells. It's amazing how large. Yeah, I've seen bodybuilders online using dumbbells, and they come in all weird shapes too. You know, they'll have these like super long ones. You know, they look like pistons. Because it's a tiny little handle about that big, and then they're as big, or they're like this wide. You know, or both, because they're like 150, 200 pounds. Yeah, I remember going to the gym and just seeing them go from like one end at like 5 pounds, like, you know, one end of the thing, they got a bunch of little 5 pounds, and then as you go down, they get to like 150, 200 pounds, and it's just like, whoa, Jesus, you know. heaviest dumbbell I've ever used, I believe. I think at the most I used a 70 pound at one point in time for shoulder shrugs. A long time ago. I'm not quite there yet. I'm not even close there yet. And even then, with 70 pounds, I think I was doing it wrong. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I probably wasn't pulling my shoulders up as high as I should have. So I think I dropped it back down. 50 is probably a good one. 45s are right now the highest I'm using. Guess they need them. Yeah. No, there's bodybuilders that use them. There's people that do 1 to 2 sets or 1 to 2 rep sets. Power lifters, things like that. That can, yeah. Most of us can knock out a lot more in one rep than we think we can. So, even for somebody like me, like I'm not anywhere near big, but I could probably at least one time maybe curl that 40-pound bar, even though I'm only around 25, 30 right now for my 10s. So if I can do 10 at 25, 30, I'm sure I can do at least 1 at 40. So that's nearly twice the weight for 1. So a lot of us don't know what our 1 rep max is because we're not doing that. We just lift the weights and we add weight as needed. That's kind of what I'm doing. But you can calculate it. There is a way to calculate it. I believe 8 to 10 reps, whatever you can max out at 8 to 10 reps, it should be about 70% roughly of your 1 rep max. So whatever that is, you can figure out 1 rep max. So you could probably actually lift one of those bigger weights if you have that. 8 reps should be hard, yeah. 8th rep, if you're doing 8s, 6 to 8 should be the hardest ones, yeah. My first set for this routine, I did 1 at 30. Then I did 2 at 15. Now I'm doing 3 at 10. My next segment, which will start, I believe, the beginning of September. July. This segment ends. No, completely wrong. This segment ends August 21st. So the end of August, I'll be going to 5 sets of 6. So obviously going to be an increasing weight for that as well. So we'll see how that goes. So far this is going pretty good. So today's leg day. This is why I'm not doing anything right now. How much protein do you aim for each day? I should be watching that better. I really should be. But if you're going for any type of gains whatsoever, you should be about, I believe it's about 1 gram per pound that you are, or it's 1 gram per kilogram of what you weigh. I think it's 1 gram per pound. 1 gram of protein per pound that you weigh. So if you weigh 180 pounds, you should be getting about 180 grams of protein. Probably nowhere near that. My breakfast is usually, I can't top of my head, it's 3 eggs, 4 pieces of turkey bacon, and cottage cheese, or all the protein is going to be. I mean, that's the eggs right there is 210. It's probably 300-400 calories. I don't know how much protein is actually in there, but last night I had like half a chicken. I ate all the dark meat off the rotisserie chicken. So I'm pretty sure I got quite a bit of protein last night. And a protein bar before I come down here in the morning. Sometimes I'll have a protein shake later on. But yeah, you should be around there. As I get into this a little bit more, I'm probably going to start watching it a little bit better than I am now. But for now, I'm losing fat. I'm still gaining muscle, and again, I'm not going for any like competitions. I'm not going for anything like. I'm just trying to get in better shape. I'm 44 years old. I'm not trying to be Mr. America or Mr. Universe or whatever. I'm not trying to go compete in the Arnold Classic or anything. So, but yeah, like I said, if you're going for any type of gains, or you have a goal in mind to gain extra, gain a lot more muscle, then yeah, you should be aiming for at least a gram of protein per pound that you weigh. So yeah, but again, like I said, with the way my workout routine is set up, I'm going to 5 to 6, then I'm going to 6 to 5, then I'm going to 10 to 3, then I'm going into like a reverse pyramid type thing, where I'm going heavy, hard. Yeah, I'm going to need to definitely get some more protein and pay a little more attention to what I'm eating. I know I'm eating very clean for the most part. I'm not like perfect at it. I have a very high calorie deficit right now, probably a little more than I should. Because I know when I do write it down, I come out like, oh, that was only like 1,500 calories today. How did I get 1,500 calories? Busted my ass working out this morning. So, but I know like when I get into heavier lifting, I'm going to definitely need to boost up that protein intake for sure. So, yeah. So, 50 grams of protein per meal. Per meal? Per meal? I guess that's not hard. I mean, there's like 20 grams of protein in a Quest protein bar. 26, about 25-ish grams of protein per scoop of protein powders, roughly, usually. So yeah, gotta look this up now. Got me thinking about this shit. How much protein in an 8-ounce chicken breast? Yeah, 62 grams in an 8-ounce chicken breast. So yeah, I guess that wouldn't be hard. That wouldn't be hard at all. 4 eggs, 3 slices of bacon, 2 handfuls of nuts, about 50 grams. Is it really? I usually do turkey bacon. Occasionally, like I'll splurge and buy a thing of bacon. It tastes so much better. But I love my go-to breakfast is 3 eggs, 4 pieces of turkey bacon. I get the butterball, thin sliced, whatever they sell, whatever the butterball one is. 1 serving of fat-free cottage cheese, and about 12 ounces of V8. That's my go-to breakfast. If not that, I will have 2 packs of the, see again, it's not perfect, but I will have 2 packs of the Quaker Oats has this new, it's fiber and protein enriched oatmeal. So, and again, I buy the instant stuff. I don't sit there and mess with the steel oats and stuff like that. I don't really want to do all that. So, I'll have like 2 packs of the maple and brown sugar, so it's not the best, but it is better than the regular stuff for sure. Because I checked the ingredients versus the regular stuff. A lot less. There is less sugar. You can taste it, less sugar. A lot more protein. So I have 2 packs of those, and then I'll usually have a protein shake with that and a banana. In the protein shake, I'll use almond milk, which doesn't have a lot of extra benefits to it, other than the fact that it has less lactose. So I'm not lactose intolerant, but too much, pretty much like anybody, too much, does cause issues. I don't have an issue with the cottage cheese. That's never an issue. But if I have too much milk, too much ice cream, too much things like that, then I do have the lactose issues. But it has to be a lot, you know. But if I have like, cause I used to eat bowls of cereal, big ass bowls of cereal, and there's probably about 3 cups of milk in those bowls that I would. Then when I ran out of cereal, I'd fill it back up with more cereal and finish it off. So, so yeah, having like 3 cups of milk every day, you know, does kind of cause issues. And that was probably more my problem than actually being lactose intolerant. So, half a cup of cottage cheese isn't really anything bad. So yeah, I'll use almond milk because it lasts longer than regular milk, and I don't use it unless I'm being lazy and fat, like I have been for like the last 3 years. I don't use a lot of milk. My son likes to drink a lot of milk. He's cut back because he has gastro issues. So they're trying to figure out exactly what it is. So, but he loves milk. So I would buy like a half gallon, you know, and then he would come over once a week and then drink most of it. So it lasts longer. I'm not doing it because it's healthier, you know, supposedly, but it's still almonds, which is still good for you. So it is technically healthy, and like I said, it lasts longer, and then you'll have lactose stuff with it. So main reason is because it lasts longer. It'll last 2 or 3 weeks versus milk that'll usually last about a week. So then I'll put like 1 or 2 scoops of protein powder in there, and then a banana with that. Snacks, my normal snack throughout the day is like one of those Nature Valley bars. Those crumbly ass bars that you know get all over the place, get everywhere but in your mouth. You gotta open the package like this to make sure. And a banana. That'll tide me over for a couple hours. Just those 2 things. So I usually take that with me when I leave for work, just so I have something. I don't end up stopping and grabbing something quick to eat. So, but yeah, I start with the Quest protein bar every morning. I come down here, you know, starting this week I started taking pre-workout and creatine. So I'll have my protein bar, take my creatine and pre-workout, come down here, do my workout, go back up there, then I'll make my breakfast, and then I'll have a snack later on, and then whatever I have for dinner later on. Which is usually some sort of, you know, protein and vegetable. Like Monday night I had lamb and sweet potato. I love sweet potatoes. And again, I mean, yeah, you give me one of those sweet potato casseroles, or I go to like Texas Roadhouse and one of their sweet potatoes. You know, you want the, yes. I might put all that fucking nasty shit on there. It's so good. But I also found that you can enhance the sweet potato just fine with a little bit of butter, just regular butter, and a sprinkle of cinnamon. And it's probably better. It's better than covering it in marshmallows and brown sugar and everything else. You don't need to do that. It's already sweet. It's a sweet potato. It's called a sweet potato. It's already sweet. So add a little bit of cinnamon on there. If you want to go a little extra sweet, use allspice. Okay, allspice as opposed to cinnamon. It has a little extra flavor to it. You know, I always thought sweet potatoes tasted a bit like pumpkin pie, especially when you put all that shit on top of it. All that marshmallow and brown sugar and stuff. So a little bit of cinnamon. Cinnamon spices don't really have calories. So cinnamon, a little bit of allspice, give a little extra kick to it. You know, just kick it up with that. Sweet potatoes are very, 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 very good for you. Very healthy, very beneficial. I always buy like 3 or 4 sweet potatoes. when I go to the grocery store, even if I have a couple left over. It's my go-to vegetable. And then I buy like, I'll buy the California blend frozen vegetables because I don't use them enough to buy fresh vegetables. And it's still the same calories. Whether it's cut up and frozen and I gotta warm up in the microwave or heat it up in a steamer, it's no different than buying. It's gonna taste a little different. Obviously the fresher one's gonna taste better. But as far as calories go, there's no difference. So, yeah, and it's cheaper. I'm gonna spend $3 for a giant bag of frozen vegetables versus spending $3 for a couple heads of broccoli that I'm probably gonna end up throwing half of it away. So, yeah. So, yeah, that's my vegetables. I usually have that. I have wraps. You know, I'll buy those like spinach wraps or those roasted tomato, sun-dried tomato wraps, things like that. And then I'll get some spinach and tomatoes. And usually, what I'll do is I buy that rotisserie chicken when I go to the grocery store, and then I'll eat the dark meat for dinner, and then I will use the breast meat, the white meats, to cut up and put on those wraps for lunch when I have time to make it. So, yeah. So yeah, but I gotta start watching my calories a little bit better because I think I gotta increase my calories more than I'm doing now, and especially make sure that protein's up. I think I'm getting roughly around 120 to 150 grams per day at this point right now, which is fine. I have no problem with that because I still have a lot of fat in my body that my body is using up to fuel the rest of me while I'm working out and having a calorie deficit. So once that's gone, I guarantee you I'll be like starving all the time. So, but for the most part, I do avoid all the crap. We went to McDonald's. My son and I went to McDonald's 2 weeks ago. We were gonna go to Arby's, which again is not much better, but that's like my Monday when my son comes over is like my cheat day, you know. Even though I'd rather it be like my day off from working out, but Monday's my cheat day because I never know what time he's coming over, so I don't know if he ate or if he's going to bring some food with him because he usually brings a bag of food with him, like he'll have Subway or Jimmy John's or sometimes McDonald's and stuff like that. Kid can't gain weight. Pisses him off. Pisses me off too. Like he's skinny as shit. But he can gain weight. I taught him how to put some muscle on because he was complaining in high school because he has trouble gaining weight. He's one of those kids that can eat whatever the fuck he wants and not put on any weight. So that transfers over to trying to gain muscle as well. I have a friend like that. He used to rent my basement out, and he would take weight gainer, all this stuff, and he still couldn't put on any weight. Had very defined muscles, but they were tiny. You know, like honestly, I thought when he was living down here, I thought, the pants, I thought they were kids' pants because they're like 28-inch waistline. You know, he's like my height, 5'7", 5'6", somewhere around there. Tiny ass fucking clothes. I thought they were my kids' clothes at first. Then I realized they were all black and faded out. I'm like, man, my kids don't wear black pants and stuff. So, but he was complaining in high school, like he was trying to work out with the other volleyball kids, and he wasn't getting anywhere. And I'm like, well, what kind of routine do you guys do? And he started telling me like, well, we're just doing like normals, like bench press. I'm like, well, what are you doing? He goes, well, we do like 2 sets of 8 to 10. I said, well, that's your problem. He goes, what do you mean? I said, you don't have the body type for 2 sets of 8 to 10. It's not going to help you. So he came over for like 3 months straight, and we did 3 sets of 10. with multiple, kind of like I'm doing now. Basically what I'm doing now, but again, more condensed what I did before. So we would do bench press, flies, incline, decline, all this stuff for the chest, 4 or 5 different bicep curls. I'm like, you have to blast your muscles or you're not going to gain anything. But they're doing just your basic, you know, bicep curls, bench press, flies, pull downs, squats, leg extensions, leg curls, and calf raises. And that's about all they're doing. Basic, the basic minimum workout. That will work for a normal person for the most part. But for somebody who can't gain weight, you have to do more routine like I'm doing and blast your muscles, you know, to the point that they don't want to work anymore by the end of the routine. And he put on about 5 pounds of muscle in 3 months. Actually put on more muscle than I did. He couldn't gain weight. So, yeah. He keeps working out with his friend too. He goes, well, I don't like the way he's doing, and it's weird. I'm like, I have a full fucking gym in the basement. Come over anytime you want to. He's 21. He can come over whenever the fuck he wants to. I'm like, come over when I'm at work. Come over when I don't care. Come over to the eating. Go downstairs. Do your own routine. I'll turn off one of my sheets for you. He goes, well, I don't want to do the same routine. I want to do a push pull versus. I'm like, he goes, I'm like, I just broke things down, and I split it up the way that I thought was best. I don't care about push pull. I don't care about push, you know, whatever the fuck it is. I don't care about splits. I just put things together, and that's how it's going to work. But I'm like, with you not being able to gain weight, you know, I showed you can gain weight with the same routine I'm doing now. So just do my routine, do whatever set, you know, you can mix it up however you want to. You know, you want to do chest and back on the same day, you want to do all your arms on the same day, that's perfectly fine. I could have done this chest back on Mondays and then shoulders, triceps, biceps on Tuesday. I could have done back and legs on the same day. Doesn't matter. I don't think it matters. I don't think it matters whatsoever what day you do what, as long as you're consistent and you do it. Okay? Hit your muscles twice a week and you'll be there. So, anyway, that being said, it is now noonish. Been 15 minutes. Alright, so today is week 14, day 6. Again, last day of the workouts for the first week of 3 of 10. Tomorrow is stretch day into the week, and then we move on to the next week. Start over all over on Monday. Today's warm-up / cardio routine is going to be the Turbo Jam Fat Blaster. Hopefully I'll do it better than I did the first time. Did it on Wednesday. Again, this one is, I don't think it's choreographed super well, as opposed to the other ones. They're a little more fluid, a little more cohesive, I guess, than this one is. So basically, what she did, she took 4 of her, I guess, favorite turbo sections of her Turbo Jam workouts, which is just basically a minute and a half of higher intensity, you know, versus the rest of the routines in them. And yes, if you haven't been following along, I'm using Turbo Jam for these things. They work. They're good exercises. I highly recommend them. They are on Beachbody on demand. You can get it from beachbody.com. You can buy used ones on eBay and all the other fun stuff. They are great cardio workouts. It's a great routine, by the way. All over. Even their Turbo Sculpt, I use those on my recovery weeks. If you're just starting out, you want something to get you moving, get you going, get you into a routine, I highly recommend the Turbo Jam videos. I don't care what anybody else thinks. I don't care if you think they're girly. I don't care what. They work. They do a good job. Use them. I am not sponsored by Beachbody. I'm not paid by Beachbody. I don't work for Beachbody. I just think they have good products. I've been using them off and on for 15 years now. So not consistently enough, but yeah. So anyway, she takes like 4 of these things, and then she does a slow routine, and then you do it turbo style. You know, so you do it moderate intensity, and then you do it high intensity. Okay. The only thing I don't like about this is she doesn't teach you how to do them like the rest of the ones, where she starts off, she goes, okay, so we're going to start by doing this. All right, then we're going to add this one, and then we're going to add this one, and then we're going to do this. We can do that like 4 or 5 times. Then okay, now we're going to switch it up, and we're going to do this, and then we're going to put it all together. Okay, she just kind of goes through it. Okay, we're going to do this, and then this, and move this way, and then she goes through it, and then she goes, all right, do it. You know. But it's a half hour. It's a good routine overall. It's a little confusing at first, but if you can get through the other videos, you will eventually get through the rest of them because you'll know what you're doing. You'll be able to, you know, once you can figure out a routine, you can follow along with these choreographed routines pretty well. So yeah, for a half hour, it's a decent calorie burn, decent warm up as well, and then after that, I did her cool down stretch because for 2 reasons. I don't normally do the cool down. The cool down is usually like 2 minutes, but it said it was a half hour, and then they stopped at like 20 some minutes, and I'm like, there's like 7 minutes left, and the cool down took like 5 minutes. Probably her best cool down stretch that she's done in any of her videos. And since I'm doing legs, there's a pretty good leg stretch in there too. So I figured I will do the cool down, and then in the last 2-3 minutes she does some Tai Chi stuff where she just kind of does this, you know, Tai Chi yoga stuff. And for the cool down part of it. So I skipped that part. Not because it's not beneficial, just because it's something that I don't need to do with the workout. So I do the cardio portion, I will do the cool down, probably a little bit harder than she does it in the video because I don't need to cool down, but I do like the leg stretch she does in there. It gives me a nice little leg stretch after warming up before I do my actual workouts. So, oh, and today's workout is going to be front squats, and then we'll jog in place for our intervals for that, and then we use the resistance machine for the next 3. These are all single-sided exercises, so there's no intervals in between there because the rest period that we need for the right leg, the time frame that's going to take, the time it's going to take to do the left, the right leg is rested, and then vice versa. So we don't need the extra interval to make up for the rest period. So I will do right leg, left leg, come over, write it down, go right back over, do right leg, left leg, write it down, then 3rd set. So we do cable kickbacks, which is basically just like that. Leg abductors, it's an outer swing like that. Adductors, inner swing that way. And then we go back to the weights, and we do the barbell hip raises with the bench, and then donkey calf raises. Okay, barbell hip raises, intervals will be jumping jacks, and the donkey calf raises will be imaginary jump rope. Again, nothing major, just taking up the time that we need to utilize for the rest in between the muscles. Right now we use about a minute, because we need about 1.5 minutes total. 1.5 to 2 minutes total, rest for sets of 3. The next segment we'll probably bump it up to 1.5 minutes for the interval, because we need about 2 to 2.5 minutes for our rest break on the 5 to 6. And then after that we're doing supersets, so we don't need the intervals. I talk too much. Alright. Quit fucking around. Something I forgot. I raised that up.
Hi guys, this is Lee Johnson. Welcome to Fat Blasters. You are gonna love this workout when you're short on time. This is jam-packed. The best part of turbo gym. The turbos! Now don't worry, even if you're at a lower level of fitness, you're going to find a way to do this workout that's suitable for you. You do a low impact, watch my girl Mindy, and high impact, you can watch anybody you want. Okay guys, you ready? Roll the shoulders. Good. Now make sure you have a towel nearby, you're going to need it to dry off. Water to stay hydrated, and a great big smile on your face. So you're going to burn lots of calories, lots of fat, double bottom weave, give me a jab to the front. Again, hands are right by your face. Single jabs. Come on, use those legs, we got to get warmed up. Here it is, double bottom weave, now cross. Beautiful job, guys. Single crosses. Reach. Come on, punch across. Awesome. Let's do it. Double bottom weave. Now it's a hook punch. Hook. 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 Single hook. Be careful, you're still warming up, so don't throw that shoulder yet. Double bottom weave. Control it. Never locking your elbows. Single uppercut. Double bottom weave, uppercut, single. Now marching right. 1, 2, 3 knees. Pull. Beautiful. Pull down hard with those arms. So you got 4 turbos in circle today. That's manageable, right? You can do that. Single. And there's a method to my madness. We are going to work in intervals. That means lower intensity when I teach it to you, and a higher intensity when you hear the siren, okay? Give me 8. Everybody's intensity level is different. We can go 8 the other way, and it's always changing because you're always becoming more fit. Give me 4. Hey! 4 the other way. Switch and go 4 again. 4, 3, 2, switch. Now hold it. Kick it. This workout is going to be your secret weapon. This is it. When you work in intervals, you burn so much more fat calories when you're working steady state. Hold it. And you'll love it because time flies by. Reach up. Good. You're going to look at the clock and go, there's no way I just did 30 minutes. Yeah, you did. You just did turbo jam. It's more fun. Seat back. Have a seat. Come on, shake it, shake it. Hey. Come on, shake it. Nice, you guys. Hold it down. Drop the toes, step over. Don't let me down, people. That's the moves. Let me see. Can you read this? Reach left, reach, and over, reach. Hey, nobody's watching, we gotta do that. It's good luck to do that. Shake it, baby. 2 more. Good. And you don't have to go quite as low. You come up here, your legs are kind of tight. This is just for you to get your body ready. Warming up your muscles. Again, hold it. Bring both feet together. Push the hips to one side. Stretch it out right there. Yeah. Now let's march to the left. 1, 2, 3, pull. Beautiful. Pull. All the way down. Pull the elbows back. So nice. I think we're ready for singles. Go. Pull. There you go. Bring them down, guys. Nice. Yeah, that's it. Okay, 8 on one side. Now, if you're really crazy, you really want intensity, switch and go the other way. Then you gotta take this stuff off a pair of the weighted hand gloves. A couple of the folks are wearing them today. Wow. Give me 4. That's a great way to really intensify. Switch, and you can give them my Beachbody.com. Switch. You give me in my Beachbody. Switch. Now hold it. Kick it. Hey. Nice, all the way back. Yep, they're ready. Again. Nice, hip flexor. Have a seat, just have a hand. Again. Have a seat. One more time. Again. And hold it. Drop that toe. Step over. Reach. Over. Good. Over. Are you laughing at me, Mindy? Really? 2 and 2. Come on. That's your own natural style, you know. The way you dance and no one else is looking. Again, 2 and 2. Yeah. You got it. Hold it left. Bring it up to the right. Push it out. Oh! Uppercut. Good. All right, so just to review. Intervals. Intervals of intensity. You're going to do the same intervals. How many times? Right, 2 times. First time, lower intensity. Exact same turbo. Higher intensity. Now guess what? If you're not ready to do any of them at high intensity, then do the whole workout at your intensity. All right, let's move it back. Bob and weave. Hear the music? So it's like you're learning the routine the first time, and the second time you're doing it. Bring your feet in, and out a little bit. You're just gonna pop your hands down. There you go. Pop. Take it easy. We're learning it together. Arms out. One more time. Good. Now we're just going to a squat lift. Squat, lift. Lift. Only go full intensity. If you want to use my method and you don't do that part, go for it, baby. Are you ready? Now let's run to your right. Run right. You take your hips to the front of the room. Run the other way. Hips to the front of the room. All right. High low. Now give me a yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta say yeah. Ready? Give me attitude.
Yeah.
Attitude.
Yeah.
Now one of each.
Yeah.
You gotta make a face like you won the lottery. You got it. Okay, guys, now cross country. Right leg goes forward. Then the left leg will go forward. Now this is how you keep it lower. Watch Mindy. You got it? One hip forward. Ooh, I can't make it more intensity. Okay, now we're gonna punch. We're gonna punch. Across. Right across your body. It's like a block. That's nice.
I think she taught
All right,
these
back it
better
up.
in the
Now,
first
this one's for
iteration,
real.
first
When you hear that
generation of
sound,
the
that's
program.
okay.
She does in the second generation.
Jump up. All you got. Your maximum intensity. Push yourself and pace yourself. Here we go, guys. Come on, come on. You got it. Now squat. Oh, come on. Get up. punches. Now the jab. Now go to the right with punches. Left hand goes up. Come on, baby. Take it easy, heart rate. We're trying to recover a little bit. Single. Keep it low.
I just realized the problem with the turbo exercises,
Hands are up.
they're not designed to be lower impact.
That's a little run. Of course, you can march it if you want. Or just lift your heels. But I need your intensity level at a certain pace. We're not all out just yet. Okay, now quick feet, front, back. Front, back. Take it easy. Turn right. Back to front. Now the side. Now punch up high with the right. Up, down. Up, down. Take it easy. You know what's coming, don't ya? Okay. Wait for the siren. Don't go. Listen closely. Keep moving. Come on. There it is. Get ready. Now remember, if you can take your intensity up, I need you to do that. Let's go, guys. Energy high. Here it is. Get up. Right hand punches. Now jab. Punch. Jab. Head to the right. Punch quick. Pump it up. Do it again. Pump it up. Come on, push it. Single knee. Pump it up. Can't hear you, people. Pump it up. Come on now. Pump it up. Run. Good. Stay low, Mindy. Do you need to stay low? Kick it back, guys. Kick it. Turn to your right. Right. Front. Side. Front. Now don't forget, punch. High low. Go crazy. Okay, guys, come on back. Cool it down. We got another one. Low intensity to start. Learning it at a low tempo. And then we go all out. All right? Got the energy left? I told you you're going to bring the calories today. Okay, we're going to punch overhead. Right and left. Now right and singles. Good. Left. Right. Left. Now singles. Right leg goes forward and back. Now only forward. Switch and go the other way. Forward and back. Only forward. Good. Now 8 knees. 8 knees. Pull it all the way up. On the last part, hold it. Switch. And your heart rate nice and low. Recovering from the last turbo. Good. Now punch right, left. Leap to the right. March up. And we're going to jab back. Arms up and out. Now go to your left. Left and right. Leap. Or you can step it. Run up. Excellent job, you guys. Now jab. Punch right. Give me that whip. Good. Stay low. Stay low. Save me some energy. Now run. And go quick. Alright. Wait for the siren.
You know, for fact, this one looks totally different than what I just
Catch
did.
your breath.
It's like so hard to get those
You
moves
do it. There it is.
and low impact moves similar to it to be the same.
3 times. Right, left, right. Hit it. Oh. Oh. Singles. Oh. 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 Left. Oh. Right. Left. Singles. Run back, run back. Now only front. Switch. Front back. Only front. Hey, knees. Pull it up. Switch. You ready? Hold it. Jab right. Now lunge or leap. Good. Run up. Jab back. Go to your left punch. Leap. Yeah, go, go, go. Run, baby. Now jab. Punch to your right. Get that whip out. Whoa. Come on. Ah. Go, 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 go. You're almost there. We can do it. Run. Run. Now quick feet. Yeah.
His choreography is it's not there right.
Nice. Pop. Alright.
It doesn't flow together very well.
Heart rate coming back down, guys.
But it is fairly intense.
Jumping rope.
I'll get
You
it.
can do it. Lower intensity, please. Jumping rope, single count. That's it. Now we do double knees. Double, double, double. Get down to a ski bag position. Down and up. Now the wider you can make your legs, the better. And when we go all out, that ski bag's going to be going as fast as you possibly can. Down and up. Now bring it into squat. High, jump up high. Yeah. Up. 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 Now we'll keep going in it. Out, in. Out, in. To your right. Easy, guys. Take it easy. Calm down. That's the center. Have fun. Good. Back to the other side. Left. Left. Now punch right down to feedback. Do it again. Other way. 2. Flip. Switch. Okay, guys. Single knee. Check it out. Left knee. There's the single. Now doubles. Double. Double. Run forward, please. Ski back. Run up. Ski back. Low intensity. Punching right in front back. Now jab and jab. Other side. Do it 3 times. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. Jab. Yep, okay. Listen to the siren. Okay. Hey, this is your last one. This is it. All you got. Are you ready? Don't save any energy. I might use it all right now. Jump rope. All the way up with those knees. Come on. Now the doubles. Double. Here we go. Get down. Feedback. Go back. Come on. Hit those drums. Go. 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 Use your legs. Burn it up, baby. Push. Push. Come in and squat. Jump. Okay, keep your legs out and in. Out and in. Now turn to your right, do the same thing. Pump those arms. Pump those fists. Back wide. Bump it, shake it, shake it. To your left. Now right hand punch down. Again. Left. Right. back down with me. Don't stop moving. Step and bob and weave. That was so good. That was 4 turbos. And you did 2 times each. So if you're counting, 8 turbos. Holy cow. You use this workout for special occasions. Only when you need to burn a lot of calories. It's your deadly weapon. Come on, roll those shoulders. Good job, you guys. We're going to cool it down. Right? Double bobs. And jabs. Nice and easy. Wow, workout like that. You deserve to give yourself a big pat on the back. And you know what? You don't ever have to do it in intervals, single jab. You can also do the whole thing as Mindy did, low impact, and make it more of an aerobic workout, not just aerobic and anaerobic. But either way, great calorie burner. Double bob, stepping across. Yeah. Perfect. Do it again, nice and easy. Bring your heart rate back down. Let your blood start to relax. Good, now hooks. How do you feel, guys? Yeah? Good, I feel great. That's awesome. So nice to have that done, you know, when you work that hard for that short period of time. It's very intense. Next thing, uppercut. Good. So I hope you were drinking water the whole time. Very important to stay hydrated. Come on, down and up. All right, guys, stay here. Uppercut. Up. Up. I want you to aim right to the navel. Right by your face. One hand by your face. One right in front of you. Up out and away from your own body. Good. Let's change your target now. Chin. Right here. Come on, use your legs. That's cool. Okay, guys, hold it center. Deep breath in. Bring it down nice and slow. Deep breath in. Bring it up. And back down. One more time. Up. Now both hands over to the right leg. Down and up. Good. Keep your chin up. Head stays above your shoulders. Now switch and go the other way. You know what? This is the very best time to stretch. Because your muscles are warm. You actually become more flexible. Switch to the right. Now let's just hold it. Nice long static stretch. Sink down low if you can. Good. Now we're going to turn to your right and push the hips forward. There's that hip flexor stretch. Shoulders are back.
Can't get my balance today.
Very cool. Slide the left leg in, hamstring stretch, lift the toes. Good. Now go a little deeper. Even if you give me a warm-up, because again, your muscles will cooperate when they're warm. Go low. There's some of our kicks for later. Nice long stretch. Lengthen your spine. Lift your neck up away from you. Ah. Turn it back to center. How about the shoulders? Drop the right. How about the left? Oh, that was so good. I know what you're thinking. That's good. Now stretch it all the way over to the left. Come on down. As deep as you can. If you don't want to go deep, you don't have to. Kind of what feels good. This is very good, doesn't it? Turn. And we push the hips forward. There's that hip flexor. That's this muscle. And every time you lift your knee, you're contracting this muscle. It's a really important muscle to make sure you stretch at the end of your workout. Slide the back foot in. Lift the toe. There's your hamstring stretch. And it feels good. Bring it down a little lower. Oh. Now just lift your tailbone up. You don't have to go any lower than your shoulders. Just flatten your back to make the stretch more effective. Hold it. Oh, how's that? Good. Bring it back to center. Good. Now hands on your thighs. You're going to round the back up, 2, down, 2. Up. That feels so good. Up. 2, down, 2. Again. Up. 2. Last time, go all the way up. Nice. Right up goes across you. Nice. Opposite. Take it across. Stretch it out. Shoulders and tricep. Same arm goes overhead. Nice tricep stretch. Other side, tricep. Yeah. Take the arms out in front. Round your back. Pull the abs in nice and tight. Exhale, bring your arms back behind you. Lace your fingers. A small lift. Good. Knees are soft, right? Awesome job, you guys. All right, let's do a little bit of Tai Chi. Kind of the yin and the yang. We did all those turbos. Now we'll bring ourselves to a place of being calm.
Okay. Now, before I started this, I said I highly recommend it, Turbo Jam. Then I was like, I don't think she does a good job choreographing this. I mean, is this Turbo Jam was a long series, which turned into like Turbo Fire after that to a different series, but it was all based off the Turbo Jam original series. The original Turbo Jam series is a very, I don't want to say easy, but it is kind of easy. It's easy to follow. The moves are choreographed for the most part. I've done pretty much every one of those videos. They're choreographed very well, and they flow together very nicely. So the original series, that's why I said first generation. I'm sure I think it's just called Turbo, obviously Turbo Jam. That includes the Turbo Sculpt, the Ab Sculpt, or the Ab Jam, Turbo Sculpt, Ab Jam, the 20-minute workout that I do Monday, the Ab Jam I do on Tuesday, Thursday and Friday, the Cardio Party Mix 1, and the Cardio Party Mix 2, and the Learn and Burn, which is the first, the one that you're supposed to watch, the Learn and Burn. Those are all on the first DVD set that came out in 2007. Those are very easy to follow along. Like I said, they're choreographed very well. They're cohesive. They flow nicely. There are probably a few that are like, maybe not, but once you figure it out, like there is one, for example, a 20-minute where they go from doing this to doing this, and they want you to go right back into the uppercuts, but that doesn't flow nicely if you do all 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then you got to come back over here for 1. It's like, so your best bet is to 5, 6, 7, come back over, and then now you're into it because it's this hand. So it's kind of hard to go from here and into an uppercut. But if you watch them, they do 5, 6, 7, come back, clap, and then go into it. So it kind of flows a little better. The second iteration, the second generation one, which that is part of, it's a different studio. If you've noticed, if you've been watching me, you notice the intro's different. Like the other two starts out like ladies, fellas, party, something like that for the intro. And then that one has a different intro, more of a techno type style intro. Something stupid like that. I don't know. Anyway, different studio. And they are more intense. The second generation is more intense, but I don't think they're choreographed as well. Some of them are fine, but there's some segments in each one that I've done, like the Cardio Party Mix 3, the Punch, Kick, and Jam one, which that one's probably the best one they have on that series. And then that one, they're not choreographed very well to flow together nicely. And some of those turbos, don't seem to flow together. It's like you're jumping from this one to this one real fast. It's a completely different movement, which requires different momentum to do. So I'm not a stranger to odd choreography. I'm not going to say anything that I'm a professional dancer or anything, so I'm not. But I did dance a lot with a lot of choreographed dances. There are a lot of dumb ones. I used to go to a country bar. I think I mentioned this before, but Used to go to the country bar all the time. I was there every night they were open. I pretty much ran the dance floor for about 2 years. The first 6 months I had to start in the back, hit, and kind of slowly work my way up to the front. And next thing I know, I was like the guy on the dance floor. Never learned the couple dances, which is kind of weird. You think I would have. But I liked all the line dances, and of course, I ended up being one of the first ones to start like showboating and hot dogging. They call it hot dogging. I'm not sure if that's a normal term. That just has to do with line dancing. But basically, doing the dances a little more off tilt, kind of like the Michael Flaherty. Basically, I was the Michael Flaherty of line dancing at that bar. You know Michael? Did I say his name? Michael Flaherty, whatever, from like Riverdance. You know, the Irish dancing. You know, it was supposed to be the traditionals. They keep their hands down. They do their little tap jigging stuff. But here comes the Lord of the Dance, and he's just doing all this, flailing his arms, flares, showboat and stuff. If you watch traditional country line dancing, you know, they got their hands here on the belt buckle, and they're all like, I'm like, fuck that shit. You know, they do a spin, they'll do a spin, they'll go, or they'll kind of go like that. I'm like, no. I'm like, fuck this shit. Oh, you know, it's hard to do it on the carpet, but, you know, they do slides like this. I'm like, nope. You know, they would do hip shakes. I'm like, that's what we're doing. I'm like, boom, boom. Everybody's like, we're doing what he's doing. And I'm like, hey. It's like my little 15 minutes of fame, minor fame. I'd walk in that place and be like, Joe's here. Yeah. I go to parties afterwards. Oh my God, Joe's here. I'm like, what's up? But yeah, they wanted me to join the dance team, and I was like, nope. Like, why not? I'm like, because I'm not going to stand here and do this. Can't do that. Well, it's just for the competition. I'm like, nope. I'm not. I can't do that. And I don't want to say I'm the one who started everything, but at least in this area, I will go see. There are specific moves that I did 20 plus years ago that everybody else in that place started doing, and then after that place shut down, 10 years later, I go to another place, and they are doing they think that is how the entire floor is doing that, because somebody learned it off of somebody who was following me, took it to the other place, and they were doing that. Like, there is specifically one that goes, it's just basically you step like this, and then you step back, and you 1, 2, 3, and then you just kind of go like this back and forth, and then turn, and you just do it over again. And that's it. It's 3 steps. Do it to like Any Man of Mine. Any man of mine, be proud of. It's a boom, boom, ch, boom, boom, ch. You know, We Will Rock You type beat. So it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Well, I got bored because there were so many songs in the late '90s, early 2000s that were like that. Dust on a Bottle. I can't think of them off the top of my head, but it was a bump, bump, ch, bump, bump, ch. I'm like, I can't just go. It's the only dance they had that you could do to that flowed with that song. Boom, 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 boom. Because then they would be like, then they go into, you know, whatever. I'm like, no. So I started going like this, on one way, and the next way, I'm like, we're gonna do something different. I can't remember. You know, the turn to the side, and we were like, something stupid. Because I got so bored with it. It was such a dumb dance. I'm like, let's make it stupider, but fun. So each 4 ways, it was something different. So yeah, like the first one I think we would do normal. And then the second one, we would turn and we would do this. And then the third one, we would turn around, we would like dumb shit. And I forget what the fourth one was. But my friend and I, we went to like a reunion, you know, it was a boot scooting saloon. Went to the boot scooting saloon reunion at the Dusty Armadillo. And they did that song. We looked on the floor, we're like, because my friend and I came up with most of those things. And we're like, they're doing our shit. The entire floor was doing shit we came up with goofing around because we were bored with the dances. So, see, I'm no stranger to choreography, which is why when things don't flow right, I'm like, it doesn't fit. So there are things that don't flow right in that, and it bothers me. But the more you do it, the more you get used to it, and the more you figure out a way to make it flow. So I would highly suggest starting with the original Turbo Jam videos if you're going to do anything, you know, and then moving on to the other stuff if you want to get a little more intense. Because like I said, the second iteration, it doesn't flow as nicely. And I'll tell you right now, she seems more cocky, and there's nothing wrong with that in those in the newer videos, the second iteration, and she misses a lot of steps. You know, she misses a few somewhere. Like she'll forget, like she'll do 7 on one side, 8 on the other side. You know, and it's like but usually it's kind of like, oh, I goofed, you know, no big deal, and then kind of like you see her kind of giggling a little bit afterwards, like you just keep going. And that's fine. The other ones, it's just like, what do you know? And it's just like, yo, keep going, you know. And I don't know. I just think she threw shit together or some, you know, they just threw them together on the second one. I think the first one might have been choreographed by somebody else, and then she got it choreographed the second one. Because I think that's kind of how it went. I could be wrong. I don't know. Who knows? But anyway. Yeah. So, but yeah, I still 100% highly recommend if you want to do a decent routine to start out with, if you don't have a lot of equipment and you want something to follow along with that's easy and works very well, I still highly recommend the Turbo Jam videos. With the Turbo Sculpt, the Ab Jam. Like you use Turbo Sculpt on Monday, you do the Ab Jam and the 20-minute workout on Tuesday, you do a cardio party mix 1 on Wednesday, you repeat that Thursday, Friday, Saturday. You got yourself a nice workout. Do that for about 6 weeks or so, and then you can bump it up and move on to something else. Anyway, so let me get some music going here, and then we'll start. Hours later. 3 hours later. 3 hours later. I can't do accent. 3 hours later. How do you do the fucking SpongeBob pirate guy? French. It's French, isn't it? Isn't it French thing? It's a French sound. 3 hours later. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. Alright, let's get this Took me forever to download yesterday's workout onto my phone from TikTok. Instagram, like it said downloading, and then all of a sudden it stopped saying downloading, and it wasn't there. I'm like, where the fuck? It didn't come on my phone. And I looked like 3 hours later, after I finally got the TikTok one to finally download, because it didn't retry. But all week, the rest of them just downloaded like that, in like 3 seconds. And I put it into my video editor, so I can make my highlight, continue my highlight reel that I have to sit there on Sunday and do it all at once. They were both there. I pulled up my Instagram folder, and there it was. I'm like, but it wasn't there after it downloaded. I'm like, what the hell? But maybe it was just downloaded in the background still. It takes forever on Instagram to download, but most of the time, when it works right, they take like 10-15 seconds max on TikTok.
But then again, other times it fucks up. You just get failed to download, failed to download, failed to download. And 6 hours later, it's still not working right. And then finally decides to work. You know. So, I don't know. But it doesn't really matter. Honestly, I think I'd probably rather do the, just because of the angle. Like, I can stand here and do my stuff and be like, I'm still, like here, I'm completely, I guess it's almost the same. I don't know, but I feel like I gotta stand over here to be centered on the TikTok. I'm centered on the TikTok one right now. Now I'm centered on the Instagram one. Now I'm centered on the camcorder. And I think now I'm centered on that. I don't know. Anyway, they're all weird angles. I don't fucking know. Anyway, so I don't like doing like that. Alright, so front squats. We did 80 pounds. We're keeping it at 80 pounds. So that is a 20-pound bar, 60 pounds total, 30 pounds per side. Alright. I don't like front squats. Yeah, that's about it. I should wear a t-shirt. It's like, oh, yeah, that's about right. Warm me out. It said like warm me out, but it wasn't like enough. I don't know. Does that make sense? Wait there. First set, 80 pounds, 10 reps. Go up to 85 on that. See, squats you really don't have to do. But we're gonna do it. And again, like I said, these are just to keep the body moving. I guarantee like at least about 2 weeks. Not next week for sure, but the week after, from there on out for the series, we'll be hitting probably the right weight for the 3 10. It took about 2 weeks to get settled into the 2 15. It took about 2 weeks to get settled into 130. Yeah, it took about 4 or 5 weeks to settle to 130. I had no clue where it's at, so I just started as light as I could. So I was using the 3-pound weights and the dumbbell. So super light stuff. I had to just build upon there since we're only doing 1 set per exercise per week, basically. I had to add weight as we went. So 1 set of 30, you don't really feel it's about 25 to 27, by that time your set's already fucking done. So it took a while to build up on that one. A lot quicker building up on the 2 to 15. So it should be a lot quicker building up on the 3 to 10. So I would say by the end of the second week, so by the end of every exercise next week, we should be at the right numbers, the right weights, the right resistance, the right timing, all that fun stuff. So going into the third week, it should be like a lot more intense. So 25, 50, 55, 60, 62 and a half, 65, 85. All right, second set, 85 pounds. You got bad wrists. I don't have great wrists. Probably not the best thing to do. Heavy weights. If you want to do them, do what you can. Second set, 85 pounds, 10 reps. You can go to 90. Set 95.
Third set, 90 pounds. 10 reps. Keep that 90 for next week for 2 reasons. 3 reasons. 1, it wore me out. 2, really started feeling that. 3, a lot more pressure on my arms than I was hoping for. So, 2 things on the front squats. If it hurts your arms, you shouldn't go heavier until your arms get used to it as well. 2, if you have bad wrists, you're trying to hold that thing up here, pushing it, your wrists are getting a lot of pressure on it, along with the pressure on your shoulders. So if any of that bothers you too much, you should wait to increase the weight until your arms get used to it. That's a lot of weight for your arms to hold up. So that's what I'm doing. Alright, so the next 3 exercises are on the resistance machine, so it's not weight, it's resistance. All single-sided exercises, so there's no intervals in between. We're going to start with the cable kickbacks. We did 65 pounds of resistance last time. We're keeping it at 65 pounds. So, get this set up properly. So try to do that too. Ankle straps on. I'm going off every chance I get. I don't really take the loss, well, I'll admit. That's why I'm making to the top, yeah, I commit. I know I'm never getting lost, I get after it. Invested in my own stock, cause it's faster than any crypto hits, all let me spend. Everything that you see is something I invent. And it's only a percent. I'm gonna take shots. If I miss, don't forget it. I'll take a fat loss just to learn all that's in it. I'm taking snapshots, learning how to fall and get it. I'm getting back up, always stand tall, no sweating. I never back up. I don't miss a thing, don't regret it. I'm always learning. You can call me academic. I'm always
Said what? 60? I said 65, right?
That energy is like a poison.
Yeah, 65. Alright, 50, 60, 65. Okay, so do one side, other side will come right down. Right back over.
good one for your glutes. That's what it's for. It's glute exercise. You see a lot of girls doing that one at the gym. Girls like to have nice butts. Guys, just so you know, girls like to look at butts too. Pays to have a nice one. First set, 65 pounds, 10 reps. I'm going to keep it 65 for the next set. The left side was like, right side, if it's not the right side, I probably would take it up. We're going to keep it 65 for the second set. See how it goes. And maybe for the next set. Hard to walk after doing it. Second set, 65, 10 reps. I'm gonna go ahead and pick it up. 70. Alright, third set, 70 pounds. Eventually, I'm going to end up maxing this thing out. I might have to come over here for it.
Yeah. Sometimes I get so mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know. My wrath, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay.
But I'm only at 70, I have 30 extra pounds, 30 more pounds to go. Which is 6 more increments.
Alright, so 70 pounds, 10 reps. We'll keep that at 70 for next time. Left leg really doesn't like that. Alright. I have to throw it back. Creatine, all that water. Alright, so leg abductors is the outer swing. We had 25 pounds. We're going to keep it at 25 pounds. Alright, first set 25 pounds, 10 reps, we'll go for 30. second set, 30 pounds. 10 reps. I'm going to keep it at 30. Again, the left leg wasn't liking that. Guys, drop that down. All right, third set, same weight. Again, right leg wants to go more. Right leg can do more. Left leg struggling on that. So 30 reps, 30 pounds, 10 reps. We'll keep it at 30 pounds. Do that with the right leg. Left leg. Left leg. Back up to the right leg. Alright, adductors. It's the inner swing. Again, I don't say disclaimer, but I do half of them in front and half them behind. So, okay. It feels different. Just let you know. These are easier than these ones. I don't know why. These are. So, you can do either or. It probably works the muscle the exact same way. I don't know. They feel a little bit different, so I do that. I need to know how much weight I need to use. 40 pounds last time. We're doing 45 this time. So 5 in front, 5 in back on each set. That way, in case I increase weight, it continually stays.
I'm on it, I'll make it, I promise. You don't wanna fuck with me. A slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can show you things that you couldn't believe. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can.
It's not going to work very well when I just like smaller numbers, smaller reps. Start doing the threes. It's not going to work. I'm going to have to choose. Probably end up doing it in front just because it's harder up front.
Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me I'm a bad, never good, till I hit full of musical doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people speaking out. I get off to the top, proving I'm wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off into the box. I'ma stay loud, stay fast, never worry now, never hands out. I'll be spitting out, trying to word out, can't put it out, I'll be getting out. You never doubt, now run up my mouth, I get loud, if you're raining out, I keep it down, if I'm never bound, cause I'm looking down, can't stop me now. You don't wanna fuck with me. A slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can show you.
Probably finish this segment off, 3 to 10 segment off. Maybe do the 5 to 6 segment. Split on that. And then from there we'll go to the 6 to 5 and 10 to 3 and the reverse pyramids. Probably just do them all in front. Anyway, 45 pounds, 10 reps. I'm gonna keep it 45. For next time.
Say anything negative, cause I just wanna hear it out your mouth, yeah. Give me tools, tool that we use, you go ahead and run out, yeah. I take shots, I take blocks, I make shots, I miss locks. After you get big box, you get yachts, you swing lots, and pop off a big shot. I'm done chasing, got big dreams, bigger things, impatient. Who's at the top and they need replacement? Who's at the top, they got their own race, let's face it. I don't give up quick, I don't give up, I don't give up this. Cause I know that I want it, know that I'm on it, I'll make it, I promise. You don't wanna fuck with me. Slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can show you things that you couldn't believe. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can.
And second set, 45 pounds, 10 reps. Say 45. Last set for this suck. Alright. Third set, 45 pounds, 10 reps. That will stay that way for next week, and we're done with resistance. So, yeah, strip this bar down, and we'll go to barbell hip raises. I think I need those 25 pounders. Alright, so barbell hip raises. We did 65 pounds last time. We're going to 70 this time. See the front, I got a bench against that, so it's kind of hard for me to pull. I guess using the threaded one would be better. Could put it on the big bar, then again it won't sit nicely, even with these things. Maybe it would. I don't like the loose clanginess with the weights. Alright, lay this front side down. Lean back with it, lean back with it. Alright, so 10-pound bar-ish, 70 pounds, 60 total, that's 50 and 2 reps. And yeah, I'm getting iffy with this bar. It's a 3-piece bar. I will actually prefer a threaded bar over a solid bar is when I have to load them on the ground. This is one of those cases. But very iffy on the weight on these bars here. It's not a sturdy bar. All right. 25, 50, 55, 60, and the bar is about 10, so we're at roughly 70. Good, a little too fast. And just so you know, if anybody makes fun of you for using a barbell pad, tell them to take all the padding off every other fucking machine that they use. And then they can call you a pussy for using a pad in the bar. Because they use the pads on the leg press machine, they use the pads on any of the benches, on the pull down machines, on the calf raise machines. Call them a pussy. They're a pussy too. All right. Good. One. All right, note to self. Not to wear the dual-layered shirt on Saturdays. It's the only one I have. Okay, first set, 70 pounds, 10 reps. We'll go to 75 on the next one, and let's see, it's not a single-sided exercise, so we're doing intervals, so jumping jacks. Okay. Hey, how long it takes to get these things off. No, it's not that long. All right, second set, 75 pounds. Adding stuff. It definitely did. Make sure Velcro stays on top. Velcro doesn't stay on top, and then it just takes the fucking bar. Okay. Alright, second set, 75 pounds. 10 reps. Go to 80 on that. Got actually padding somewhere right away. Alright, one more thing to jumping jacks. Alright, so, yeah, 80. last set, 80 pounds. Alright, so Velcro. Be on top. It's okay. I hate being short. Okay. Watch my legs. Ooh, I gotta pee again. Alright, third set, 80 pounds, 10 reps. I'm gonna go 85. Make sure I go up higher. I'm going to the bathroom again. Do that right in my bladder. I gotta make sure to get that bar a little bit higher up on my hips. Instead of resting on where my bladder and my hernias are. I might have to weigh that bench down a little more. Got popping up on me again. Weights away. Donkey calf raise is going to be 40 pounds. That's working the way I want it to. What's that, 35? Alright, so donkey calf raises. Using a dip belt. Just like standing calf raises. Alright, so pull this out some more. Remember, do what I tell you guys to do. Have to roll the dip belt in standing position if at all possible. These here. Alright. Alright, so 10. 40. Alright, so again, you want to get into your in position and start sliding this down as you lean into position over your buttocks, so it's in more of a proper position. Like here, it's easier to waddle over here, up here around your waist, or on your hips. And then when you get over there, slide down a little bit more at the top of your buttocks. So it goes more up and straight up and down with your legs. So as you're here, slide it down as you shimmy yourself. Shimmy it down as you move, slide back into position. Alright. Go. And stand back up. Go back up. Alright, so you're going to do an interval. Alright, so first set we did 40 pounds. Reps pretty easily. I'm going to go up to 50 because that was very, very easy on that one. I'm working on those calves. Alright, so this is just imaginary skip rope. Jump rope. And doing my calves, I really don't want to do it. So I'm going to do the fake run in place skip rope. That's not going to work for me right now. Even though that was very lightweight, at least it felt lightweight. It's extra bouncing up and down on my calves. So it makes you skip rope, you just move your arms. And then this is dog in place, that's skip rope. Okay, so instead of going up 5 pounds, I'm going to go up 10 pounds this time. I'll see push this a little bit. Alright, so we're going to go to 50. 50, 25, 35, 40, going up 10 pounds to 50. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Alright, so I got everything in my fucking way right now. Could just grab the other 25 and probably go on all that shit. But whatever. It is what it is. Already done. Alright. Alright, second set, 50 pounds. Alright. Well, this is just odd. Couldn't get past 5 pounds when I was doing the 1 at 30. I slowly got up to 40 pounds over the 2 at 15. And now I'm like jumping like, and again I am doing 3 at 10, less per set, and pre-workout creatine. That's also part of it. Wasn't an ow. More than I thought it was going to be an ow. Alright, second set, 50 pounds, 10 reps. We'll go 60. Alright. Definitely 2 of them. Alright, so we're on 60. Wow. Alright, so 60 pounds. Still don't think I had that one right. Exact spot that I wanted it in. There. That looks better. Maybe. I don't know. Alright, so there. That's better. Alright, last set, 60 pounds. I really don't get this. I understand it's less reps per set. Still doing 30 reps total. But jumping that much on 3 of 10. I wasn't anywhere even near jumping that much on 2 of 15. Oh. Okay. All done. Write that down. 60 pounds, 10 reps. Go up to 65 on next week. Yeah, just see where we're at. Okay. Decent leg day. Anyway. TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitch. That's not the order the cameras are in. TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch. TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch. All the same username. Pretty much anything I have is the same username. For the most part. Twitch, other than live streaming, I don't know what to do with. I got a couple whispers the other day, which is, never noticed that before. Like I didn't get like a notification on any one of my phones that has Twitch on it that I got these whispers, which I guess that's a private chat. Hate to disappoint them though. They're like, your package looks huge. I'm like, yeah. Be nice. Be nice. I mean, it is. It's huge. It's the biggest ever. Short white guy. Anyway, it doesn't mean shit. I went to go to school with a guy who's like that tall and fucking swinging around the fucking gym like it's King Kong and shit. Fucker. Motherfucker. Anyway. So yeah, I don't do Twitch other than just watch the live stream. Anyway. TikTok's my main account. That's where everything goes first. All the informational videos on the workouts are there, along with all the weekly updates and the highlight reels that I make, which are pretty much for me to watch. However, if anybody's watching, if you could go back a couple videos back, it's probably the last one in my highlight reel video, or my fitness journey video. It's my 3-month update. I'm pretty proud of myself. Can you go like that video on TikTok? I appreciate it. Like, nobody liked... Like, I will get 1 or 2 likes, and that's fine. I don't care. I don't expect people to follow me and like it. But I'll get like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 likes on like my weekly updates, you know? And it's not like I'm getting a lot less viewers on these other ones. I know how TikTok works. You'll get one video that blows up, and then the next one, nothing, you know? And it always seems like the ones you want to blow up are the ones that get absolutely nothing. It's like the most obnoxious shit in the world. But anyway, like the 1 week update, the 3 week update, the 6 week update, the 5 week update, the 12 week update, all fine. But I posted my 1 month results. I don't know if I got any likes on that one. I don't remember. I think I did got a couple. But the 2 month result video, nothing. 300-400 views, no likes, no comments, nothing. Pretty decent, you know, comparison picture. But the 3 month, however, which I just posted last week, great comparison pictures. You know, month 1, month 2, month 3, month 4, 150, 200 views, nothing. But the week before, maybe because it's 3 minutes, people don't want to watch it, I don't know. But I'd appreciate a couple of likes on that video. It'd be nice to see. I put a lot of work on this. It'd be nice. I mean, my friends on Facebook and some people, you know, have like the video and the pictures. So it's not like I'm not getting anything. Instagram is usually a bunch of trolls who are like, "Oh, come promoted on my, come promoted on Ohio whatever at Ohio Fam or at blah 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 blah." You know, whatever. Now, granted, I probably could maybe more people. You know, I don't know if I would or not, because some of those actually have like millions of people that follow them. But then again, a couple 100,000. Those you go to those websites, but or those Instagram pages, but whatever. But they're automatic. They are automatic fucking messages. You have a certain tag, somehow they have these bots that automatically send them to you. So it's annoying. It's the exact same message, like that I get immediately after the video or the pictures posted. It's annoying. Anyway, so TikTok from main account, like I said, all the update videos, all the informational videos, all we can highlight those go there in the corresponding fitness journey and the weekly highlight playlist. I think it's called weekly workout highlights or something like that. Anyway, it's one of the first playlists, two of the first playlists that you see on my page. If you want to see those. Instagram gets all the weekly updates and the highlight reel videos along with the progress pictures, current updated progress pictures. So those are all on Instagram, so if you want to see those are there. And from there, all those usually get shared to Twitter and Facebook from there. YouTube, after I edit the videos, the workout videos are up there. They are up to date as of, what's today, Saturday? They're up to date as of Thursday. Thursday's video is uploaded. I haven't even started converting yesterday's video. So they are nearly up to date. The fitness journey playlist on YouTube contains all the weekly highlight reels and the fitness journey videos from TikTok. All of them are in that one. And then there's a stretch video playlist which contains all the stretch videos that I follow along off of YouTube. So if you do like these stretch videos, if you watch the stretch videos that I make every Sunday, and you like any of them, I would suggest going to my stretch video playlist and following along the actual video by the actual instructor that's doing it, just because it's their video. Give them the likes and the follows and the shares and the views and stuff on that. Not that I don't appreciate likes and follows and views and shares and all that good stuff. However, I just like to give credit where credit's due. So, yeah, and then there's a couple other videos on there. So that's pretty much it. Yeah. Tomorrow is stretch day, so I'll be finding another YouTube video to follow along with. Yeah, and then we'll start back over week 15 Monday.